Dolph Ziggler,
AJ Styles,
Seth Rollins, and this is BrettO Live on YouTube.
What is going on, guys? BrettO Live back with another video, and welcome to the Week in Review, episode 128. This is where we go over Raw and SmackDown in a setup style. Yes, of course, we always start off the video with Monday Night Raw. Feel free to skip to SmackDown. If you guys don't care about Raw, skip to SmackDown. Just scroll past the video. Skip to SmackDown if you want. But yes, we go over Raw, we go over SmackDown, action figure setup style. I really hope you guys are enjoying this. Definitely make sure to smash a like before we even get started, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And let's get into this. Moving over here, this was the opening match of the show. I couldn't believe it, by the way. The New Day going up against the Bloodline, Roman Reigns and the Usos from SmackDown. What the crap? This was so awesome. I loved this match so much up until the ending. I found it very freaking odd. I'm going to talk about it right now before we do again. The match, amazing. I love the chemistry between the Usos and the New Day. They've always had good chemistry in the past. Thought it was awesome seeing Reigns back on SmackDown with a red gauntlet. I thought that was so epic. But yes, in the end, Bobby Lashley ran down and he starts taking out members of the New Day. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, why didn't the ref ring the bell? Why didn't he ring the bell? It's over. That's a disqualification. The ref didn't ring the bell. I was like, he's standing right there. He's seeing him. And then Reigns hits a spear on Xavier Woods in the ring, and then Reigns gets the pin and the win. I'm like, that should have been a disqualification right then and there. What? But yeah, Bobby Lashley after that just destroys everyone, including Reigns, the entire New Day, the Usos. And I'm like, holy crap, Bobby Lashley is peed off. But yeah, I thought that was a really cool way to open up the show. We're going to get this crap out of the way. The next match, it was Eva Marie versus Doudrop. Again! Oh my god, I'm done with this crap. I'm done with this crap. I really do think this was the last time, though. I really do think so. Eva Marie lost again. Literally, I don't even know how to put it. She lost again. Doudrop did the same exact moves on her, and it's been the same thing for the past 4 weeks. Basically, total crap. R-Truth and 24/7 crap needs to stop. It is so bad. Drake Maverick is not helping. It is crap. They failed to catch Reginald again, and it was freaking stupid. Moving over here, something that was not so stupid. Oh, dude, I loved this. I loved this. Nia Jax, Shayna freaking Baszler, they had a match. One-on-one. I think the tag team is officially split up. And this match was kick butt, dude. Shayna Baszler was able to pass out Nia Jax. I couldn't believe it. But then after the match, ooh, little heel turn. Even though she already technically was heel, Shayna Baszler herself. But yeah, she brings Nia to the outside, smashes her hand into the steel steps just like this, and then turns the wrist like that onto the steps like she did with a couple superstars in the past, and just destroys the arm of Nia Jax. And I loved how Nia Jax was like pleading to stop, and Shayna was having second thoughts like, oh, should I be doing this? That just made it feel like so more real, because Shayna's like, she's not like fully heel yet. She kind of still feels bad. That just makes it feel more real to me. I really liked like the hesitation in Shayna's like personality when she was doing all this. I thought it was so epic. But yeah, and the beatdown was wicked, by the way. I really enjoyed all of that. Moving over here, something that I also shockingly really enjoyed. This was Charlotte and Alexa Bliss having a, what do they call it? The Alexa's Playground crap. Even though this week, it wasn't that bad. I gotta be honest. It wasn't bad. This promo, the talking, was amazing. They brought up Bray Wyatt. Kind of. Charlotte's like, oh, do not bring up originality. When Alexa Bliss tried to roast her with the Flair thing, the woo, but then Charlotte's just like, do not bring up originality. I'm like, oh, shoot, because she's a ripoff of Bray Wyatt. It was so freaking good. I loved this promo, shockingly. It was so good. And then it ended out in an all-out brawl after Charlotte destroyed the doll, and then Alexa Bliss reigned tall, basically. I thought it was pretty good, not even gonna lie. Moving over here, Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo. I kind of forgot about this. Angel Garza, Humberto Carrillo, going up against Mansoor and Ali. I thought this was so good. I really enjoyed seeing a brand new tag team. Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo out there instead of Mason T-Bar. Oh my god. If it was Mason T-Bar or Veer and Shanky again, I would flip my you-know-what. But I'm so freaking glad that they have a new tag team here. Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo. Two guys who've been lost on Monday Night Raw. Coming together. Cousins. They have chemistry already. It was good. I enjoyed it. And they picked up the victory, too. Which was awesome, man. Moving over here. Rhea Ripley, Nikki Cross, going up against Natalya and Tamina for the Women's Tag Team Championships. This match was really bad. I'm not even going to lie. Before the match, they did a big shout out to Connor's Cure. I mean, literally, I fully support all of that. That is awesome how they did that. Rhea got all choked up and everything. I thought this was really cool. I got to be honest, though, the entire time, all I was thinking about was Daniel Bryan, because Connor, his favorite superstar was Daniel Bryan, and he's not even in the business anymore. So I just thought that was, like, not weird, not necessarily weird, but just, like, I couldn't get it out of my mind that Daniel Bryan's no longer with WWE as they're talking about Connor's Cure. I'm like, yo, this is so crazy. But yeah, Rhea Ripley and Nikki Cross ended up picking up the victory and becoming the new women's champions. And it was like such a lame match. So freaking lame. It was like short. It was bad. I just was not a fan of the match whatsoever. But yeah, we got new champs. It wasn't bad. Randy Orton, AJ Styles, one-on-one. I thought this was really good. I really enjoyed the match. Almost actually got kicked off a ringside, very shockingly. At first, he's like, I ain't leaving, but then he ended up leaving. Styles was like, I got this, man, don't worry. And then Riddle was still on the corner of Randy. Kind of helped him pick up the victory, but not really. Some distractions here and there. I really enjoyed this spot. Both of them were playing possum. AJ Styles went for the phenomenal forearm, tricked Randy, and Randy was tricking AJ with the RKO. I thought that was awesome. And then in the end, we saw Randy Orton hit an RKO on Styles and pick up the victory. I thought that was really cool. I really enjoyed that. Sheamus versus Jeff Hardy. If Jeff Hardy wins, he'll be added to the United States title match at Extreme Rules. I thought this was a really good match. In the end, Jeff Hardy went for a Swanton Bomb. Sheamus got the knees up, and I'm like, oh, hope is looking bleak for Jeff Hardy. But then he got back to his feet, pinned Sheamus with a very interesting pinning combination, and got himself added to the United States Championship match. I'm like, this is epic, dude. And then Sheamus and Priest basically just had a battle on ringside. But yeah, I thought it was really cool. They're going to add Jeff Hardy to the match, probably just have him be pinned, which is a little sad. But yeah, it still wasn't too bad. Moving over here, main event of the show. After this match, Big E, Bobby Lashley, and Reigns super mad. They wanted a match with each other, and they got it. Main event of the show. Yup, main event of the freaking show. Bobby Lashley, Roman Reigns, Big E, triple threat, no disqualification. This was awesome. I loved it. It topped the show off. Super freaking good match. Hard hitting. They did this wicked spot where they did like a double suplex off the top with a powerbomb by Big E. It was so wicked. For like being such big guys, you wouldn't expect them to be able to do something like that. But and I was able to get it standing up too. Look at how amazing that looks. But yeah, that was epic. In the end, I was very shocked. Very shocked. I thought for sure right at the beginning of this match, I was like, yep, Big E's definitely pinning Bobby Lashley. He ain't pinning Reigns, but Big E's going to win and pin Bobby Lashley. Nope. Roman Reigns, in the end, kind of steals one from Big E, but not really, because Big E was kind of down. But Reigns is able to spear Bobby Lashley and pick up the victory, and Reigns wins again. He won this triple threat match right here. And then he won the the tag match here, and then he won the triple threat match in the main event. I'm like, yo, Reigns is winning everything, yo. But yeah, he pinned, Reigns ended up pinning Lashley. I knew Big E wasn't getting pinned. I knew Reigns was getting pinned. Wasn't getting pinned. It was all about who's going to pin Lashley, basically, because he's not a champion. But yeah, it was ultimately Roman Reigns, and I thought that was a really cool way to end the show. Him coming over to Raw and basically taking over Monday Night Raw. What a show. I'm not even going to lie. What a show. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. If it wasn't for R-Truth, Eva Marie, Rhea Ripley, Nikki Cross, everything else was fantastic. SmackDown, the house that AJ Styles built, even though he's not on the show. But yes, we're going to be jumping into SmackDown setup style. Let's do it. Starting over here, we opened up the show with Becky Lynch popping out with the SmackDown Women's Championship, talking about how she's going to take out Bianca Belair, how she did last week in Bianca Belair's extremely odd celebration in her hometown. Becky's talking a bunch of crap. Bianca Belair, obviously, you would have to assume, is going to interrupt this. Bianca Belair ends up coming out, talking some trash. I'm going to beat you at Extreme Rules. It's not going to be like SummerSlam. Literally the same thing, just like all the other promos they've done. So yeah, they're going to be fighting Extreme Rules, and I'm kind of looking forward to it. But yes, Bianca Belair did get the last laugh, so it's almost a guarantee that Becky Lynch is going to be retaining at Extreme Rules. She hit the KOD, the Kiss of Death, Bianca Belair was able to hit on Becky Lynch, so she got the last laugh. Becky's winning it. Extreme Rules guaranteed. Opening match, it was Shinsuke Nakamura versus Apollo Crews for the Intercontinental Championship. I gotta admit, I was pretty excited for this. The match itself was alright. It was nothing special. Nothing special whatsoever. I thought what was really cool, though, Rick Boogs on ringside, dude. Mance is impressing me, dude. So he picks up Commander Aziz, does an insane overhead suplex to Commander Aziz on the outside. I'm like, holy. I was like, holy, dude. Calm down. That was insane. Like, Commander Aziz is literally 300 pounds. Freaking, what's his name? On commentary, keeps on calling him 9 feet tall. Pat McAfee thinks he's 9 feet tall. Dude's lucky if he's 7 feet tall. But yeah, he launched him. I was like, holy crap. So that was really cool. That distracted Apollo Crews in order for Shinsuke to retain his IC title. It was alright. Nothing crazy special. Moving over here, I gotta be honest. I get enough of Nikki Cross and Rhea Ripley on Monday Night Raw. I do not want to be seeing them on SmackDown and Raw because they are the Women's Tag Team Champions now that they could jump over to both brands, which I'm annoyed by because I can't stand them. But yes, Nikki Cross went up against Natalya for like the 5th time, and and no different. Nikki Cross ended up picking up the victory here, and then Shotzi and Knox come out, and then basically, oh, who's gonna face Rhea and Nikki for the pointless Women's Tag Team Championships next? So yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. Moving over here, it was Seth Rollins backstage talking about what he said last week, and he wants an answer from Edge. Did he retire him? He wants Edge to tell the world that he is no longer able to wrestle because of Seth freaking Rollins. So I think this is great. I love how they're continuing this rivalry. I hope it ultimately culminates. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe if they split up, maybe if Edge goes to Raw, it could happen at Survivor Series and Seth stays on SmackDown. I think that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to what else that rivalry is going to bring to us. And he even mentioned Edge's wife and kids. And as you know from the past, you do not do that when it comes to Edge. So very much looking forward to that. Moving over here, this was so odd. Selena Vega, Liv Morgan. You got Carmella on commentary. The match itself, lame. But Carmella was on ringside. She distracted Liv Morgan. I'm like, oh yeah, Liv Morgan's still going to win this match, right? You know, get momentum, you know, go into Extreme Rules. But no, Selena Vega ends up picking up the victory from a distraction from Carmella. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. This makes zero sense. So that just obviously means that Liv's going to be taking out Carmella at SummerSlam. That's an almost guarantee. But other than that, it's super lame. Moving over here, we had Baron Corbin coming out talking on the new Happy Talk podcast or show out in the middle of the ring. It was all right. His first special guest was him. It was Happy Corbin was the guest and the host as well. How odd is that? But yeah, it wasn't too bad. Kevin Owens interrupted it because Corbin was talking about how he took him out last week and this and that. And then Corbin, Kevin Owens was coming down to the ramp. He meant business, about to take out Corbin. But then, out of nowhere, Riddick Moss. You remember the guy that was with Mojo Rawley like 2 years ago? He comes out in the corner of Corbin, and they both just slaughter Kevin Owens. I'm like, this is bullcrap. So crap. Kevin Owens should be the one that's destroying these two guys. Kevin Owens should be heel, and he should be destroying guys like Corbin, guys like Moss. What the heck is going on? I hated that. Moving over here. Oh, this was really good. Nearing the end of the show, Naomi just popped out. No scheduled match. She's been being treated like crap by Sonya Deville over the past couple months now. And she come out. She's like, I want a match, not sanctioned, but I still want a match with anybody who wants to get it going. Sonya Deville pops out. This is not happening. This is not happening. And then she calls security out, gets Naomi out of the ring, and Naomi had some words, make the matches in this because it's your job. And Naomi wanted a match with Sonya Deville. I'm like, this is so awesome. So I'm super interested to see what that's going to hold for the future. I'm glad they didn't rush it. Naomi didn't try punching Sonya Deville or anything like that. Glad they didn't try rushing it. I love this. I freaking love this. I've never really gotten invested in a women's storyline like this, but I think this is actually pretty freaking good. Moving over here was the main event of the show is Roman Reigns versus Montez Ford one-on-one. Great match. I really enjoyed this. Montez Ford fired some shots at the Bloodline early in the show, and that led to a match between Reigns and Montez Ford. And it was a good match. Montez Ford did have a little botch on the outside of the ring where he climbed on top of the announcer's desk, but it just imploded because Montez Ford was supposed to be going through the announcer's desk later after the match, which, oh man, I felt bad for Ford. But that's his fault. He stepped on the announcer's desk, dude. You're supposed to remember that you're going to be going through that later. I died laughing. It was hilarious. I loved it. But then in the end, Reigns was able to pick up the victory with the guillotine over Montez Ford. Wasn't expecting anything less. And then right after the match, again, they started attacking Montez Ford, sent him through their table, which it was okay. Not really making Ford look too good going into Extreme Rules for the titles against the Usos. And where was Angelo Dawkins, by the way? Does anybody know? Let me know down in the comments below. And then they start taking him out, and then Finn Balor, lights go out, and this is where he's at, just standing on top of the freaking steel post out of nowhere and just jumps off on top of the bloodline. And I'm like, dude, this is so epic. And just starts going ham with a steel chair and just beating the crap out of Reigns and the Usos. I'm like, this is so epic. But yeah, this is where he freaking was, just like this. And yeah, I thought that was a great way to close the show. The Demon King is back. He's going to be Extreme Rules. And he's undefeated as the Demon, according to the commentary team. I am almost positive he is. Almost positive. I don't think he's ever lost as being the Demon, which is insane. And I think he's going to take his first loss this Sunday at Extreme Rules. I got to be honest with you guys. I think Reigns is going to beat the Demon, and there's no chance that Finn Balor has to beat him. But yes, guys, that was SmackDown. That was Raw setup style. If I were to rate SmackDown this week, I was honestly kind of bored besides the Finn Balor and the Naomi stuff, so it's going to get a 2 out of 5 from me. Other than, again, the Finn and the Naomi stuff, I really enjoyed. Everything else, pretty freaking lame, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys thought about the shows down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. BrettO Live, out.